I'm making tiramisu with a sponge cake. So with the sponge cake recipe, you can use any one that you like, or you can use my recipe. In this bowl already we have is egg yolk, oil, buttermilk, honey, and extract. And I add the salt in here so it can beat up well. So you beat it up into a paste like what you see in the bowl. I'm going to set that aside. Now we're going to do the egg whites. You want to beat up your egg yolk with all the wet mixture first, because as soon as the egg white fluff up, you need to mix them together. So that's why I did that ahead. We're going to add cream of tartar into the egg white. Make sure your bowl for the egg white and the beater is grease-free, because the meringue will not form if there's any grease in the bowl. So to make sure, you can always wipe your bowl with vinegar. Once you start forming like this, you can start adding your sugar in slowly. Okay, let's see what peak do we have here. This is, see, when you turn it and the peak is down like this, that's soft peak. So we want medium peak. We don't want it to be stiff peak. We want it to still be nice and wet. We're going to beat it for a few more minutes. See, so it's between a soft medium. Let's see, lift this up. Okay, this is like a medium peak. You don't want to get too stiff. If the egg white is too stiff, when you fold your egg yolk mixture into egg white, it will break up the egg white and you won't get a smooth batter. You see as we do this. So let's just clean this. See with the egg white, you can see that it's a nice medium peak. It's not stiff yet. So we're going to put half a cup into our batter. We're going to lighten up this egg batter mixture. Remember, scrape the side. So you want to mix this really well, so it'll be nice and smooth. Okay, it's nice and smooth. Now we're going to fold the egg white into the egg yolk mixture. Now you can see it's nice and smooth and liquidy. Now we're going to fold in our egg white. Okay, we have our egg white in with the egg yolk mixture, and now you just fold it and cut in the middle and lift it up. You don't want to over mix this, and as long as you see no more white, you're good to go. We can pour it into a pan now. I'm doing tiramisu, so I want to be square. You can do round, whatever you like. But I wax it. You don't want to spray any pan when it comes to sponge cake. You want wax so it can rise. Wax, parchment. Or you put wax paper in. It goes into a preheated oven, 350. This takes about 10-15 minutes, so you gotta watch this. Don't let it over bake, otherwise your sponge cake be dry. This recipe will make one disposable pan. This is the half size. This is about 17 minutes later. Nice bounce there. It is done. Okay, hot out the oven. If your hand can't touch it, then wait for a few minutes before you try lifting this up. So we want it to cool. I don't want it to cook anymore. Just lift it right out of the pan. See, easy cleanup. And just let it cool. You can put it on a wire rack, but you don't have to. You don't want to try to take the wax off yet. It's too hot. You're going to break the cake. Alright, so we're going to let it cool, and we're going to make tiramisu out of this. But you can see, nice bounce. The sponge cake is great for anything like a strawberry shortcake, any fruit filling cake. It's like a genoise, but softer. Okay, we're making the coffee syrup. I put in here instant coffee and cognac. And you want to mix it up, and the alcohol will dissolve the instant coffee. The cognac will dissolve the instant coffee. Okay, the sponge cake has cooled down. You see how it was this. I turn it, cut in half, turn it upside down, because you can't brush the coffee syrup on this side. It won't soak. So you have to put it on this side. Take a pastry brush, and the cognac mixture, you just want to brush it on. because the cake is already sweet and you just want a nice soak onto your sponge cake here. So you can see it's nicely soaked. But if you do this way, because I put pure cognac and espresso in here, you don't have to pour in like a coffee syrup. That makes your tiramisu soggy. If you like that style, you can. I'm doing a tiramisu cake. So you see the sponge cake right here? It's not soggy, but you will get that flavor. Okay, we'll set this aside, and we'll now make the mascarpone tiramisu cream. Okay, we're making the mascarpone tiramisu mousse. So in the cognac and coffee syrup, we're going to add powdered sugar. Mix this up a little bit. Mix it up without using the beater, otherwise your powdered sugar will be flying all over the place. Next, we're going to add the mascarpone cheese here. We'll do 8 ounces, so half of this container. Now, if you can leave the mascarpone out room temperature, it'll be easier to beat this in. But if you forget, it's okay. You can always pop in the microwave for a few seconds just to soften it up. See, so do half a container. I'm gonna beat this. Now we want to taste it, make sure it's not too bitter for you. So you can add as much sugar as you like. It's good. So if you like the coffee flavor and you don't like too much sugar, you don't have to add all the sugar that I say. But I put enough so that way it's tastes a bite of coffee in there. So now you're going to add the heavy cream. And to make sure the heavy cream will set in with the mascarpone mousse, I add a little white chocolate instant pudding. So I'm going to do half of the box. Not doing a full box. The pudding mix will set your heavy cream. Will stabilize it. See how nice and thick it is? Low taste. Perfect. Not too sweet. And you have the cognac in there. And now this will set. Okay. Now I also made a little coffee, instant coffee with some water and a little cognac in here. So I like this to be a little wetter. So it has more like a tiramisu taste, but not wet to the point where you can't slice it. Now we're going to assemble. Now see the other cake, I already brushed it with the coffee syrup. So now we're just going to put right here on top. now all we have to do is sprinkle some cocoa powder on top and serve. Making chocolate ganache for chocolate drizzle. So we're gonna heat in a microwave bowl some heavy cream, whipping cream, and once it get heated with bubbles, then we're gonna add the chocolate chips. The hot cream has come out of the microwave. Then we add in the chocolate chip. See, the cream's nice and hot. All you gotta do is stir and the chips, and now you have chocolate ganache. Now, you want to be nice and thick, but this is a little bit too thick. So chocolate ganache, you can make it as thick as you want. So I'm going to add just a little bit of cream here to make it a little bit lighter, make it a little bit more liquidy, so that way I can drizzle it nice. See, you want to drip nicely, so just a little bit more, because I'm going for a drizzle look. But if you were to make frosting, then you want it to be that thick. So let's see. See, it flows nicely. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more here. See how fast we made chocolate ganache? Okay, nice. Okay, tiramisu is frosted. All you gotta do is, you can put cocoa powder, but I like chocolate drizzle. So put chocolate drizzle on it, and then serve. All right, we're gonna slice a slice here. You can see, look at that. How this look. Beautiful. Different layers, how we did the coffee layer, where we brushed the coffee. So, and you see it's not really watery, it's not saturated like a regular tiramisu, but this will taste delicious. Brandon, thank you for tasting the tiramisu for me.
Of course.
What do you think?
That's really good. The cognac, the cake, it's fluffy, light, sweet, delicious.
Excellent. Is this the first time you're having it?
First time ever. It's too good.